Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to add some user data, which we now have, to our articles listing page. Okay, so first of all, my server's running. So if I click on preview, this is my home page. Now if I go to my articles link, here's my articles listing page. And I have my article title, description, some actions. I want to display some information here about who created the article and some info about when it was created and when it was last updated. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that. Now this view is stored in our articles index page. So let's go ahead and pull it up. App, then views, articles, index.html.erb. So this is the template for this page, and we're going to add the user data to this template. So let's go ahead and get started. We want to add that info in the article body above the article actions. Okay, so within this div class of article body right here, I'm going to do small and then created by colon, then embedded Ruby equals article dot user dot username. And remember from our association video, article.user will give us the user who's associated with this article. Okay, then close the embedded Ruby tag, and then we want to display the time when it was created. So embedded Ruby tag again, and the way you get that is article dot created underscore at, because created at is an attribute for our article object. So we can simply reference that by saying article dot created at. However, this will not give us a very friendly view that we're looking for. So what I'll do is I will put this in a method, and the method is called time underscore ago underscore in underscore words, and I'll pass in article dot created at as the argument, and this will return a nice format for that time. Then close embedded Ruby, and then I'll say ago, and then the last item I want is when it was last updated. So last updated colon space embedded Ruby again. I'll do the same thing, time ago in words, and then I'll pass in article dot updated underscore at. Close the parentheses, space, close embedded Ruby, and then ago, and then close the small. Okay, now I'll indent this a little better. I'll move this in. Save that. Let's see what that looks like. Reload. Okay, we have an error. What is the error? It's saying undefined method username for nil class. Created by, we're referencing article.user.username. Here, user is nil. And if you remember, that's because we have a lot of articles which we had created earlier who don't have any users. The user ID is nil. So when I'm saying article.user, it's blowing up. So going forward, we can't have an article without a user, so this error will not show up. But temporarily, since we do have articles with no users, and we don't want to basically delete all our articles and fill in our database tables just yet, I'm going to add a temporary fix for this. So over here, where it says article.user.username, I can simply say if article.user. Save that. Meaning, if this evaluates to true, then show article.user.username. Else nothing will be returned. Okay? So again, this is temporary because we will have all articles created by users. This I'm just doing right now since I don't want to drop my database and rerun all my migrations and then create some articles for viewing. All right, so let's see what that looks like. I'm going to reload this page. Okay, listing all articles. This is description. I have the display. Now I know my last article has a user. So right here, my last few, in fact, have user. Here you go, created by Joe about 2 hours ago, last updated 2 hours ago. Perfect, so the view is showing up. Now let's add some styling to this. So first, I'm going to put this in a div tag under here. So I'll say div class equals, within quotes, article dash meta dash details, close quote, close tag, and then tab this over. And then I'll close the div tag. Okay, so now that we've put it in a div class of article meta details, we can style this class. So pull up the custom CSS SCSS page. Scroll down to this area right here. Above article actions, I'll put it here. I'll say dot article dash meta dash details, and then open curly brace. Okay, so I'll give it a border dash top colon 1 pixel solid, and then pound EA semicolon, and then I'll give it a margin dash top colon 15 pixel semicolon. Save that. Let's look at our index page again. All right, we have our div class. We have this. We've closed the div tag. And then we have our actions. Okay, looks good. Let's see what that looks like. Over here, I'll reload the page. All right, look at this. So now we have, this is a new article. There's the description. Then we have some space, then we have a border, and then we have created by the username about 3 hours ago, last updated. Okay, looking much better. So back to our IDE, notice how we simply went over here and added the styling. If you want to test out styling and you want to see what something looks like, you can simply code out a line and see what that does to this. Okay, so take a look at this. If I simply code out this line, I'll code it out by saying slash star and then star slash. So it basically codes out this line. Save that. If I reload this page, notice how now there is very little room between the body of the article and the details of the user and the time that the article was created. So over here, that margin top 15 pixel is adding that space on top. So I'll put it back, save it, and then reload. Okay, there you go, the space is back. So I wanted to show you that just to see how you can test out different settings with your custom CSS SCSS for the styling of your application. Okay, so it's looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down my server and make a commit. Now, since this was pretty simple styling, I didn't create a feature branch for it. So I'll go ahead and make a commit, git add -a, git commit -m, add user data to articles listing page, close quote. Now git push to push our code to our repository. Perfect. So that's what I want to cover in this video. I'll see you in the next one.